Australia must have scented blood that evening. Collins and Bardsley opened and took the score to 46 without loss by close of play. A rest day followed, but it did not rejuvenate England's bowling attack. England's new ball duo, Bill Hitch and Abe Waddington, were to go wicketless. Hitch had played his first test a decade earlier. A Lancastrian by birth, he plied his trade with Surrey. He was a late selection for this tour, having been drafted in when Sussex all-rounder Valence Jubb was unable to travel. He had made the journey to Australia separately from the rest of the England touring party, avoiding the quarantine. With a distinctive hopping run-up, his reputation for express pace was such that it was thought his bowling had reached speeds of 95 miles an hour in 1912 against Essex at Leighton. His first-class record was impressive, with over 1,300 wickets at an average of 21, even though his bowling sometimes lacked accuracy. However, he was now 34 years old, and his once impressive pace had waned. Although, on the third day, the Sydney Mail suggested that England's cause had not been helped by Douglas not bowling him until after tea. The 27-year-old Abe Waddington was a left-arm seamer from Yorkshire. His selection for this match had been contentious. Surrey's leg-spinning all-rounder Percy Fender later recounted that he had been instructed by Douglas to get changed for the game before hearing in the corridor just before the toss that Waddington would be preferred on account of his batting. If this were the reason, it was a bizarre one, as Waddington was a tail-ender, while the previous summer Fender had taken 35 minutes to score the fastest ever first-class century. It seems more probable that Douglas was wishing to repeat the tactics of when he was part of a seam and swing heavy attack which led England to a 4-1 victory in the 1911-12 tour with Sidney Barnes and Frank Foster. But now Douglas was in his late 30s and England's seamers a shadow of their predecessors from 9 years earlier. Bowling good length deliveries from a curved run-up, Waddington was known to move the ball away from the batsman. His action was described by Neville Cardus as gloriously rhythmical. Like Hitch, he boasted an excellent first-class record, taking over 800 wickets at an average of just 19. He also played as a goalkeeper for Halifax Town Football Club. He was a reputed amateur golfer and a keen motorcyclist who partook in the Isle of Man TT. Unfortunately, his form for Yorkshire was not to be replicated in this Ashes tour, where he won his only 2 England caps. While he was used in short bursts for his county, in Australia he was required to bowl longer, more defensive spells. His first innings dismissal of McCartney was to be his sole Test match wicket, and the Sheffield Daily Telegraph criticised him for his fielding and his questioning of the decisions of the umpires. It was up to the Middlesex leg spinner, young Jack Hearn, to finally make the breakthrough on the third day, bowling Bardsley, but only after the Australian openers had registered a century partnership. McCartney joined Collins at the crease, and the hosts continued to put the bowling to the sword. On his first test, Collins made a century. His 104 came in 278 balls and took 219 minutes. It was a characteristically watchful innings from a player renowned for his patience. Despite being new to the team, Collins was no rookie. He was 32 years old, and his first-class career for New South Wales stretched back over a decade. Short in stature, he played with little backlift. Ray Robinson compared his style to that of trench warfare. He was a popular player with his teammates, known for his ability to relate to a variety of different characters. Such personal skills would later stand him in good stead as captain of Australia, where he earned the nicknames Lucky and Horseshoe for his habit of winning the toss.